Alright, let's go back to where we were. Okay, so there we go. Okay, do it again. Try again. Alright, with more feeling this time, maybe we'll get that sucker up and running. Alright. Put some new feed on the mixing board, which I think will help tremendously. Okay. And if we're doing it this way, we don't need that up and running. Oh, unmute. Okay. And we're going to do a refresh. Okay. Alright, so we're back into things. Let's put cross like I want it. Let's go back in the door. Passwords. Okay. Okay, so we'll refresh. Get the tunage up.
Inhumane Shooter
There
bot.
we go. Hello.
Said Inhumane Shooter is now live. Streaming The Elder Scrolls Online, Monday Daily Undaunted Pledges. Come join the fun episode. 305.
No, that's not right. We'll leave it the way it says right now, even though it's not the right title. Today we are configuring crafting stations, so that's incorrect. Running. This is Twitch stuff. Okay. We're logging in. That looks good. Okay. Alright, so Cold Harbor Estate's elbow sore. A little bruised up a little bit. How am I doing here? I got a few little bruises from yesterday's fall. Nothing major. Alright, so sorry about the mess, guys. I'm sorry that it didn't work. Let's turn the volume down. Okay. What are you doing there, little ruckus? Hmm? Hey, Roxy. You guys playing? Go play. Go on. Go play. Go play. You got toys everywhere. Go play. No, get up. Get the bug. You don't need a bug. You don't need a bug. Alright, puppies are running around here. They'll be back out into the stream camera. There he went. Keep bouncing around. Okay, so turn the game sound down. Okay, we'll be able to hear you guys, so welcome.
Inhumane Shooter bot. Said Audrobites, welcome to the stream. You are now lurking in the realm of Inhumane Shooter. Enjoy your visit with us.
Good morning, Audrobites. Hope you're having a great day. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of mead to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. We're gonna watch a little TV while we're doing this morning. What we're into, if you look, we are now in our new housing area, which is the, let me hit the map, I can tell you what the name of it is. It is in Cyrodiil. It is let me hit house, I'll tell you what it is. We have the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate now, is what we purchased yesterday. So you can see that we have a transmutation station, a target dummy, our banker, our merchant, and our fence. We need to move her. Okay, let's say 5. We'll move our fence, and we'll move her over here a little bit easier. She's not hiding back in the hole. Okay. Move the bushes a little bit. Let's move her right there. And we'll move this bush here. There we go. That gives them some lighting around them, natural lighting. Okay, we have our guard pets, our mastiffs laying at the door, and this is an historian, which is running around. So with that, we do have our Fighters Guild sign up that we put. These are standard crafting stations, alchemy, enchanting, clear through to provisioning. So everything can be done at the site now. We're going to be adding at least 2 more craft attunable sets, which we'll have. If I have the gold, I'll buy a 4th one today. I'm not worried about how much gold I have right now. Can always raise gold, if you know what I mean. So, with this being said right now, we are going to go to Hunting's Rage, which we'll set here, and things are going to move back as we go. So, Clever Alchemist will be the first one, so things are going to have to move back. So with that being said, Clever Alchemist is going to set in front, which will be right here. We still have room to walk, so we're going to leave a walk space between each one. Okay, the next one we're going off to get is Hunting's Rage. So with that being said, we are going to add a web page so that we can find where I need to go get it at. Okay. And craftable sets. And it'll tell us where to go get Hunting's Rage. We'll move it over here. Trying to keep an eye on my stream as we're doing this kind of stuff, so hope that makes a little sense. So Hunting's Rage. It's going to tell us where to go get it at. Okay, Hunting's Rage is Bankerai in the Rift. So from here, we'll travel off to Bankerai once we get away from. Oh, we need to get out of that, and then we can bring our map up. So Bankerai is where we have to go. That's not the one we want, so we're looking for the crafting areas. This is a crafting area. And okay, it's in Bankerai in Reaper's March. Location, Bankerai, Reaper's March, in the Rift. So let's try the Rift and see if that'll get me it. There's different areas where crafting stations are located. And lo and behold, this is That's a mine. That's not what we're looking for. There's what we're looking for. Hunting's Rage is there, so we're going to travel right there and go get Hunting's Rage set up. Once we get that, we'll have Hunting's Rage where we can craft it for PvP sets on our characters. Along with all that being said, we'll be looking at Outcast HQ because he is kind of helping give us information on what we want to be able to craft. We'll go to builds. And we're going to look at, okay, so we have our different classes here. So if we look at our Dragon Knights, okay, so we are going to start moving toward where the Hunting's Rage crafting area is. Attunable crafting stations must be taken to the original crafting area to be attuned. So you can't go to your guild crafting area and do that. So you have to take a little trip each time. Okay. We got some trolls we'll kill off for the heck of it. It looks like we got a whole passel of trolls to kill off. And if you watch, we don't have any of our food on Isabella right now, so let's get that done. There we are. Somebody just killed one of my trolls. That's not cool. Get away from my troll. This is my troll. I get to kill my trolls. There's where we got to go in. So we're going to go in here. We're at 1169 on our CPU, so we'll be hitting 1170 very shortly. Search. Manganese. Okay, so this is the crafting area. Okay. I'm just searching the bags and stuff here to see what we can pick up. So far, not too shabby. Okay, so what we're going to do is get the attunables out. So we're going to have to go into inventory and look and see what we have. I think my banker has all the attunables right now, so pretty sure he has everything that we want to do something with. You need to be good, mister. Be good, puppy. Okay, so we're gonna talk to our banker. Ruckus, quit. Go play with Roxy. You go play with Roxy. Go play with Roxy. Go. No, you go play. Go. I'm not picking you up right now. I'm busy. Puppy's a pain sometimes, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to ignore him. Okay, so the banker should have attunables. Banker. Ruckus. Quit. You don't always have to be on my lap, do you? Lay down now. And pain in the butt. Alright, so we're going to look at what we have. We want to split those. And we'll take one. We're going to split that one. And we'll take one. And split that one. And take one. And split this one. And take one. Okay. So if we look at our inventory now, okay, we have each attunable. So there's 4 for each thing that you're going to be able to craft when you're in crafting station. So first thing we always do is make sure this is Hunting's Rage. It is. So first thing you have to do to make a crafting station usable is attune it. And that one is. That one is. And one more. Okay. So Hunting's Rage has now been attuned. Pretty good. Now at that point you need to go back to where you're wanting to store them, which is the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. And we're gonna go inside. So this is going to be Hunting's Rage, which will be the 3rd in a row. Okay, so we're going to travel back. You can see we have Hunting's Rage is going to go here. So we're going to go into F5 and browse in place. Okay, so first thing's jewelry. And the jewelry is too far. I'm trying to put them on the squares. Okay, that one goes. Then clothing her. And now the clothing station. And then the woodworking. And finally the blacksmithing station. Okay. So now we have, okay, so we have Clever Alchemist and Hunting's. So we have Clever Alchemist, which is all of these. Hunting's, which is not where it needs to be. Everything needs to go back. So we're gonna move these guys back. There we go. We'll get these guys moved back. And this one comes back too. Alright, so that's Hunting's. So in between here we'll go fortified brass, which we don't have yet, do we? Yeah, this is Hunting's. Clever Alchemist, fortified brass will go in here. Yet, so we need to go find where fortified brass is created. Okay. So we're going to look for on the list. Okay. Go back. Fortified brass. Okay. Fortified brass is the Clockwork City. Okay. So we're going to go to the Clockwork City and get that one done. Clockwork City, and we're looking for mechanical acuity. Good. Okay. Back to where we're at. Clockwork City. That's mechanical acuity. That's not the one we're looking for. This is an axiom. Fortified brass is somewhere. Where is fortified brass? I'm only seeing those two. Okay. Fortified brass is the Clockwork City. Craftable. Okay. Craftable Clockwork City. Need 4 traits in the Clockwork City DLC. Well, this is an axiom. That's mechanical acuity. Where is fortified brass? Huh? Let's go there and see what happens. Ooh, don't want to do that. That's an expensive one. Alright. Why am I not finding fortified brass? Location, Clockwork City. It requires the DLC of Clockwork City. Well, we have Clockwork City, so... Okay, I'm trying to figure out why I'm not City in Axiom. Okay, let's do it this way. So ESO. Let's see what it says. Fortified brass, Clockwork City. Looking for the map. Okay, so it's in the Brass Fortress. So it's here. We're going to spend a little bit of gold to get there because the crafting station is in the Brass Fortress, is why I can't see it on the map. Now, that makes sense. Alright, so we gotta go to the Black Fortress and find it. Once we get a map loaded, we'll go in there and see how things go. Okay, so I'm sorry guys, I had some issues with internet, so I had to reset everything earlier. We will try to do better. brass is. Right there's the area. Fortified brass is where we're trying to go to. Okay, so we have to, let's take a ride while we're doing this. Look at the map. Okay, we'll just ride around and see where we end up at. And we have to kill things again to get to it. Some of the crafting areas are not in nice, friendly places, really, but hey, it's okay. Brassworks. This should be the crafting station of fortified brass. Yes, okay, so we're going to grab our banker and pull out what we need. Bank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, banker can go away. We don't need him in here. Okay, so let's do an inventory. And we should find our crafting station. Once. Twice. Three times. And number 4. Welcome to the stream. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of mead to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Good morning. Or should I say good afternoon? I didn't realize it's 1:25. Well, good afternoon. We are attuning crafting stations to be the sets that appear to be the ones that are working in Cyrodiil currently. So let's exit out of here. Go back to our map, go to our house in Cold Harbor, which is the Surreal Estate in Cold Harbor. Basically, when we get done with what we're doing right now, we will have 5 attunable crafting stations: Shackle Breaker, Fortified Brass, Hunding's Rage, Clever Alchemist, and Laws of Julianus, which will give us the ability to craft sets that are going to be working in PvP in our own residence. This has been set up as our main residence now. I hope that's kind of enjoyable. Okay, so in our area we do have our target dummy, our transmutation station, a regular set of crafting stations including dye station, alchemy, provisioning, and enchanting. So everything can be done here now is what we're after. So this is Clever Alchemist, Hundings, and now we're going to be putting in Fortified Brass, which means all of the Hundings 5 have to move back. We'll move them, let's see, because Fortified Brass is going to go where it's at, so these guys are going to have to take a little trip back. Let's see if we have Clever Alchemist. And this is Hundings, which is Mainstay Stamp Set. And we'll move this guy to the blacksmithing station. There. So, trying to leave a walk space between them as we're going on these. Now we can place the fortified brass set right here. Okay, so we're going to go R. First station is always jewelry. And then we'll go to clothing. Okay. So it's R for clothing. Okay, so now woodworking.
Inhumane Shooter Bot.
Hello.
Said our last battle was completed 2 days ago. We won.
Hey, Johan. Yeah, we get enough people, we'll play battles today again. I kind of enjoy it. So far, we're not doing too shabby. I'm not happy with that one. That work? Not too happy. There it is. Now we just need one more to place, which is a blacksmithing station. Okay, so right now, as a rule of thumb, you can figure with the tunable crafting stations, you can figure about 1,000,000 gold per type of armor you're able to craft, which is not too bad, but I'm not happy with that one. That one needs to move back right there. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 mil there, and then when you get into this, there's another mil, so that's 5 mil. So not too shabby. Let's look and see what we have it in our. Alright, we have a tunable woodworking station. So we need a blacksmithing and a clothing and another jewelry. So those, I have found a very good place to purchase them, which is in the Reach. It seems to be a very lucrative place to purchase. And it's in Markarth, so we'll hit the Wayshine. Okay. And now we're going to be pulling what gold we have left out of our bank and hopefully find some decent priced tunables here. Hopefully somebody's added some more to it, because otherwise I might not have enough gold to do this at the moment. Basically, I ended up thinking, what am I going to do with all this gold? Hello, welcome, come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of meat to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Good afternoon. We are tuning crafting stations as we purchase them. I need a few more. I have, I believe, a woodworking station, so I need a jewelry and a blacksmithing and a clothing station right now. And hopefully these folks here are going to have what I'm looking for. Guild Craftaholics is who I spent about a bunch of million gold on. So we're going to go A-T-T-U-N. Okay, so we need a blacksmith station. And 275 looks like what we're going to end up paying for those. Unless we can find a better deal. Let's check these other folks out here and see if anybody has a better price. This one doesn't have any. I'm always looking for the best deal. Blacksmiths, 261. That's a little cheaper. None. Uh, 266. So currently 261 is the best price. Okay. So 261 is the best price that we have on that. So first thing we gotta do is talk to our banker. And have him give us some gold. What do we got, bank? We're at 978, almost a mil. So we're gonna take 978, 635. All right, so we just took all of his gold. Craftaholics was the highest. Let's see, I think somebody over here was cheaper. $266, no. Okay. That one doesn't have any. Alright, we'll take that one. 261. Okay, so that's the blacksmithing. And so we need, I think, clothing. So we just bought blacksmith. Now let's look and see. Okay, we just purchased blacksmith and wood, so we need clothing. Alright, let's start here. Guild store. Let's clear this and reset it. Clothing station. Oh, 260. I can deal with 260. That's not bad. Let's look at the rest of them, see if somebody else has a better deal. None. None. Okay. None. Okay, so 260. None. Alright, let's see what Craftaholics price is. T275, so we know where 260 is. $260. Alright, we got enough gold for the last station, which is a jewelry station. And that's what we're looking for now. Guild store, spice of life, and reset. reset and a tunable jewelry station. $269. Got it. Alright, so now Laws of Julianos is what we're going to go get. I'm 100% sure, almost. So looking at this, find brass, and go back to Laws of Julianos. Laws of Julianos is crit and magic is spell damage and stuff. Okay, Laws of Julianos, we need to go find out where it's at. It says Rothgar and the Barrigal Forge. So, from where we're at now, there is a way shrine that we're going to go to right here. Rothgar. Okay, so we are going to look. That's a quarry. Trial by fire. Not what we're looking for. Laws of Julianos. That's where we need to go. Alright, so we're going to port to there and go get Laws of Julianos taken care of. And once that's all taken care of, then we will have the ability to craft the necessary PvP sets that we need on characters, which I think is going to be a very good thing. Okay, so here we are. Okay, let's go down and we put a marker, which should be the crafting station. It's going to be over this way somewhere. Okay. Bear Ruckus is on my lap taking his little siesta. Everybody else is out running around. Normally there's puppies in here, so if you're not familiar with it, we do have a puppy cam. Basically, let you guys watch the puppies because they're very popular in stream, so very, very good thing. Little puppy cam. Okay, let's see. So we know where we're going, and we know that we spent a crap load of gold. I spent almost 9 million gold yesterday doing this stuff, but to me it's kind of worth it when I start looking at what I can sell to make my gold back. I should start making gold fairly quickly. To recover, let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of this big monster mammoth. Okay. Columbine. Okay. Stick one. As a result of doing all this, we will be, needless to say, collecting everything that we can. Now this is the Laws of Julianos. You're going to start seeing lots of people crafting in different areas because they're necessary sets for what you're trying to accomplish for PvP and stuff. So now we have, once we get this done, this will be 5 attuned crafting stations of each type, and a regular set of crafting stations, a transmutation station, a enchanting station, a dye station, alchemy station, and a provisioning station. We'll have clothing, woodworking, and blacksmithing. So all that stuff is now what we've put into our new house. Okay, so we have a jewelry station, a clothing station, blacksmithing station, and a woodworking station. And now we'll go into inventory, and all those appear to be able to make, so you can make Julianos or whatever set you're wanting to attune a set of crafting stations to. Hello, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of meat to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Now, the one advantage of what we're doing is, like I said, I do this to help you guys. By having the crafting area at a residence as you join the clan, which is what we call our friends in game and our friends in stream and stuff. If you're on PC, you'll be able to go to this crafting station and create your own armor, or have someone like myself craft it for you. But we don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to go to town anymore to worry about pets that are in the road all the time. But you do have to go to town to turn in your daily writs and things like that. So that's the only drawback. If I could get my own writ boards and stuff, I would put them in, but so far they don't let you have those. Eventually they might. Then you can put them in your own crafting area, and then you can go home and do your writs and things. That's a hopeful thing. So, as I was saying, you have to travel to that crafting station for the type of armor you want to attune the crafting stations to. So that's what we did. We went to the crafting station area for Law of Julianos. Now, Law of Julianos is the Magicka based set that totally works in PvP. So now, along the same line, Shacklebreaker is always a go-to set. It does your Stam and Magicka. You also have Fortified Brass, which is an armor set that gives you armor. You have Hunting's Rage, which is your Stam set for your second part of your armor. We have Clever Alchemist, which is a Magicka set that I like, so I went ahead and got it and put it in. And Laws of Julianos, which is a Magicka set that works in PvP. Clever Alchemist does not work in PvP currently because of what they're doing, so it's the nature of the beast. We're creating the attunable stations anyway. So this is Isabella. She is my max crafter, and along that line, that's why she's the one that does all these things. So to attune a crafting station, the first thing you do is acquire the crafting station either from sealed writs or purchase it. Be aware crafting stations are very expensive, about 275,000 gold is a rough price for them. Okay. So now that you have your crafting station, you travel to the original crafting station on the map that lets you craft that item. At that point, once you're there, after you attune your stations, you won't have to go there any longer because you can go back to your house and craft the sets that you have stations for. So to attune a crafting station is very easy. You just use it. And lo and behold, we light up and boom, we have a crafting station. Once that one's done, you hit the next one, do the same thing. We're attuning jewelry, clothing, woodworking, and blacksmithing stations so that we can craft complete sets that work together. It's almost like having monster sets and stuff, but yes, we still will be using monster hounds. Hope that makes sense, because monster hounds, 2 pieces, is all you have to have of those, and you get those from your Undaunted Dungeons and Pledges. So we're going to tune the last one. We have attuned everything we need to attune right now. Okay. And once they're attuned, they go away and go into your furniture. Once they're attuned, you can't see them in inventory. They're in your furniture storage. And then you have to travel back to your home to put them out. So that's where we're going now. And our house that we're putting all this stuff in is Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. And we'll travel there by clicking, and we'll be inside. There we go. Be aware by having the stations at my house and by picking up patterns and blueprints and things like that, it gives me the ability to be able to craft other things like furniture and things like that. But you have to have the materials in your crafting bag for those, which we do. We have the Tamriel Unlimited crafting bag. Okay, so we just went to Laws of Juliana. So this is Clever Alchemist, this is F, and this is Hijkl. So what we know right now is Shacklebreaker has to move back and leave a row for these guys. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to hit F5, move our Shacklebreaker backwards by coming back and putting it in this area. So every Shacklebreaker has to move. Now my goal eventually is to have every crafting station. That way I can always go to my house and craft whatever I'm trying to craft. Kind of like a guild person that has their crafting stations in their home is what our goal is to do. So right now you can see there's going to be 5 of them here in a row once we get done. So we have to place them. So we got to browse. First piece is always to jewelry crafting. And we'll put the little guy right in his square. Then clothing. And oops, went too far. And then woodworking. Now the main thing, because of the way I did this, is I will be traveling every day with characters and deconstruct their armor now, which will in turn level their crafting abilities. The ones that aren't max crafters will start getting their levels in when they have inventory. I won't be just selling it right now unless it's something to sell on the market. And if it's a marketable item, then we'll put it on the guild stores and sell it. But we made a decision yesterday that we were going to leave one of our guilds because I wanted to do this, and basically the guild I was in is a nice guild. It's one of the top trading guilds, but the amount of gold I was spending every month was very expensive. So, oops, I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, everything's set. But as I was saying, the amount of gold I was spending every month was kind of very expensive. So in order to circumvent that cost, we now left the guild. And the reason I left the guild was it is not a bad guild. It's like I said, it's a very good guild. And the cost was super expensive. Let's see, we have blossoms. We'll put the wedding blossoms here. And over here beside this one. These are natural lights is all I'm doing with them. So you have the wedding blossoms. And as I was saying, the reason we left the guild was it was costing 40,000 gold a week. Take 40,000 times 52 weeks. And you'll understand why I did it. So we're going to cancel. So we're going to take 40 times 52 is equal to, that is equal to 20,800,000 gold a year. No, it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 2,000,800,000 80,000 gold a year is what I was paying in guild fees. If I don't have my sales of, I think the sales went up to 4 million a week. It was at 2. I think they raised it to capture the amount of gold they wanted. Let me check to see. I think somebody's up here. We'll be right back. Listen. We are back. Hello, folks. Okay. Nope. Wrong headset. This is the headset we're looking for. So, we now have our crafting area set up. Back to the game. I'm gonna snack on grapes for lunch and breakfast. So, thanks for being with us. Let me get out of that. Save it. That's what's wrong. I didn't save it when I changed it. So. Okay. F5. No. F5. Like I said, we do have things that we can put out, natural lighting and things like that, so. So F5, we're going to do this for heck of it. And we'll put some pretty little light things out here. And do an R. And we have... We'll put that one right over there. And give us some crafting light. Okay, let's see, I got another one I'll put right here. Pretty cool. Give us some lighting. Okay, now do another R and see what else we want to place. Makes natural lighting. Put it back there. Okay. No, I put you. Okay, is that right now? That one's right now, okay. So they're kind of like natural lighting, which I think is pretty cool. So what else we got? How big are these? So is that one down on the ground? Yeah. Okay. We'll put this one back there. Nope, I didn't. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. That one. Oh, no. There you go. Kind of natural lighting. Pretty cool. I like the looks of it. Okay. Let's see what else we have here now. We still have a couple of those. Now I do have that's cool. We're gonna put our glowing stones right there. This guy. Hush, mister. There we go. I like where that's at now. That looks good. You're not getting grapes, so forget it, mister. You can't have grapes. Puppies can't eat grapes. Okay. Okay, we have some things to put out, so... No, you be quiet, mister.
Johan
Hey,
62469. Said my dog eats a bunch of grapes. Johan 62469. Said is that bad, greater than.
Grapes are bad for doggies. So it's not something good for puppies. At least that's what the veterinarian told me at one time. Don't give puppies grapes. I always look stuff up on the internet if I don't believe them. But as far as I know, no. Puppies aren't supposed to have grapes. Especially little Bear Ruckus. He don't need grapes. He's a terror already. He's being a little monster right now. Oh man, I've dropped 1,071 frames this morning. What the heck is going on? That makes me very unhappy. I've dropped 0.9%, it says. And normally I don't drop any. So I am not 100% sure what's going on. Okay. Everything's good. Yeah. We're going to go over here and look and see what we got. We can decon. Alright, decon. So we're going to work on deconning stuff. Okay, now the next part that we're going to work on today is going to be, let's see, combat physician. I need to see. I have to check in inventory and see where we're at on the bank on combat physician stuff. The next thing we'll do is we're going to try to free up space on the banker. That's junk. We'll get rid of that. Nothing there. Okay, let's go look at the armor part. Deconstruct. Okay. So now all we need to do is look at the banker and see what combat physician looks like. It's going to tell me you can't get a banker out because you're in your house. Okay, banker's over here. Banker, merchant, fence are all over there. So we're going to sort. Okay. Now one thing I'll be honest is I had all this willpower stuff and I sold a bunch of it not thinking, but the current meta, a lot of the builds are using willpower, so gotta think about that a little bit. This is Veiled Heretic. Veiled Heretic. Okay. And I honestly don't need Veiled Heretic, so we're gonna unlock him. And we'll take him out of the bank. Get rid of him that way. Now, the Truth set is a good set that I've been seeing. Reliquin's a good set that I've been seeing. Battalion Defender is a PvP set. But the problem right now with PvP is your 5th level, you have to watch because some of the stuff's nerfed right now. Beekeepers, tank set, good set. Okay, Bone Pirate is stamina recovery set. And I'm trying to remember what the set was I'm looking at. Oh. Okay, it would be Combat Physician, and Tooth Throw is not a good set, I know that. It's a grit set. So if you were working on a crit set, that wouldn't be bad, but not something that I'm doing. If I need crit, I'll build my own. Brands of Imperium is a good set for dungeons. That's why I have a couple pieces in here. Okay, back to where we're at. Burning Spellway, a good one. Let's see. Combat Physician is where we're looking to see what we got. A little short on Combat Physician right now, I think. Catalyst, I just started collecting. Okay, False Gods, yes. Full Killer, yes. Some of these changes for sets are majorly different. Live Wires, one of the ones I've been collecting. Mighty. Now looking at things like Necropence. Necropence is always a go-to. There are some pieces we need to get for that now. Okay, Net's Touch. Night Flame. Okay. Night Flame's a monster set. Need another piece there. Hey, Audrey Bites.
Said grapes and grape-containing products are poisonous to dogs. This includes grape jelly or juice, as well as dried grapes, raisins, and even currants which belong to the same family as grapes.
Awesome,
the
Audrey
mechanism
Bites.
of poisoning is currently unknown, but
Awesome, Audrey Bites. That's awesome. It causes kidney failure in dogs. Okay. A toxic dose is about 32 grams of the dog's weight. For that is 11 to 30 grams. Wow. Don't give the puppy any more grapes, Johan. Thank you, Audrey Bites. I know the vet told me they were poison, and you can't give them to them. They make them sick. Alright, Noble Duelist. Overwhelming. I do not see. That's Plague Doctors. Which set was it? Combat Physicians. Now, I know Combat Physicians is a good set.
Audrobites. Said which necropotent species are you needing?
Oh, Necropants. Well, if I go look at it, sweetie, I've got a lot of Necropants. If you look at what I'm at, I mean, this is all Necropants.
Johan 62,469. Said he has eaten so many grapes. Johan 62,469. Said but I won't give them to him anymore.
Awesome, my friend. Yeah, I don't want your puppy to be sick. Like I was saying, Audrey, I've got a lot of Necropants. I mean, lightning staffs, everything in Necropants, and it's all golded out weapons. I have 2 complete sets of jewelry. So that's all for the Magicka builds. So I'm not hurting for any right now because no